What's up, guys? zzirGrizz here, and I'm bringing you guys a kind of a different commentary. I got some gameplay going in the background, 2 games on shipment, but it's getting closer to Christmas time, and I wanted to share with you guys some old games that I played growing up. I remember playing around Christmas time, and they just kind of stuck out to me. I don't know, I felt the need to share them with you guys. Maybe you played them, maybe you haven't, maybe you've got, fond memories of them yourselves, or maybe you've never even heard of them. I'm sure some of these you've never even heard. But I wanted to go down a list of like my top 10 favorite games growing up, especially around the holidays. So, number 1, I've got River Raid on the Atari. River Raid was released in 1982, and I played it from probably about 5 years old to about 8 years old. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, so we didn't have like all crazy nice new things, but we did get an Atari. I think we got it from like a garage sale when I was young, and I remember me, my mom, my dad, my sisters, we all just gathered around the Atari and we would play River Raid, among other games, for hours on end. It was just a really simple game, and it was just really enjoyable when I was just a kid, because it's just a stick and one button, so it was really easy to figure out. And fun fact, my mom still will refuse to play anything other than Atari because she thinks it's too complicated. So that would be the oldest game that I remember playing around the holidays. Number 2, Super Mario for the NES. Now, I know a lot of you guys played this. Even like today, people still go and buy, Nintendo Entertainment Systems just to play the original Mario, and they're coming out with revamps now and everything else. So Mario was released in 1985. I played that from about 7 to 12 years old. That was another one that we played a lot, going over to like my aunt and uncle's houses or down to Florida out of state, visiting family. Everybody always played Super Mario. It was one of those things that it was always fun just to go back and forth with your brother or sister and just see who could get the furthest, man. Most frustrating game, hands down, of all time. Number 3 is going to have to be Mario Kart on the Super NES. I got the Super NES when it released, and with it, I believe, came Mario Kart. That was back in 1992. I played it from about 10 to 14. I've never thrown a controller more times than I did at Mario Kart, because that shit cheats, man. My parents used to tell me when I was a little kid, that game can't cheat. Bullshit. That game cheated like a motherfucker. But that definitely deserves a solid number 3. 4, I started going over to PC. So number 4 is going to be The Seventh Guest on PC. You guys may not have heard of this. It's more of a puzzle game. It was released in 1993. I played it from 12 to 13 years old. It was the first game I bought when I bought my new computer when I was 11 for about $2,000. I think it was like $2,200. But a really fun puzzle game. Doom, released in 1993. I played the shit out of Doom. I actually, my mom, because I was only 11 years old when I started playing it, my mom actually banned me from playing it after she saw me shoot somebody with a rocket launcher and turn him into mush. She thought it was too violent, so I had to kind of wait until she was gone from the house to play. And that was on the shareware version. I don't think I ever got the full version until like a year later. Next one will be SealTeam on PC. Now this one's really cool. The graphics are horrible, but it was released in 1993. I played it from about 12 to 14. Me and my dad used to play the shit out of this game. It was more of like a stealthy, covert kind of game. And even though the graphics were horrible, the gameplay was just so much fun. Next up is Descent on PC. Came out in 1994. And this was the first game that like your feet were off the ground. You were actually inside of a ship, and it was like more of a 3D world where you can fly up in like corners of the map and shoot other robots and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if any of you guys ever played that or not. I played that from when I was probably about 12 to about 14 years old. The next one, I'm sure you guys have played, Goldeneye Double-Oh-Seven N64, released in 1997. Back in the day when I used to work at McDonald's. So I played it from about 16 to 18 years old. I love that game. Then World War II Online on PC. Released in 2001. From 19 to 22 years old, I played this game, and it was one of those games that's kind of like Battlefield, but on a greater scale. If you haven't ever checked it out, you should probably check it out. And last up is Call of Duty. Hands down, baby. Released in 2003. I played it from when I was 22 years old to current, and on every freaking platform possible. So there's like my top 10. Also some quick mentions, some other games you guys may have played or may have heard of. Wolfenstein 3D, Corridor 7, Heretic, Rise of the Triad, Duke Nukem, Blood, Shadow Warrior, Soldier of Fortune, and Joint Operations Typhoon Rising were some other games I used to play on PC. I used to be a PC gamer, then I came over to console. But there's my top 10, man. There's the games that I used to play growing up. I'm going to put some links in the descriptions of some of the videos to those games if you just want to check them out, you're bored. If you want to play them for yourselves, you know, they're old, but they're classics. And some of them, like you guys have probably played Goldeneye Double-Oh-Seven, it's just an amazing game. All these games are just so much fun. So I'll put links in the description. That's a quick comment. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. I'm out. Deuces.